On the surface, Fortnite Ranked looks like it's progressed quite a bit since its inception. There's a visible ladder, there are divisions to climb, badges to earn, and the promise of competitive structure, something players have wanted for years. But once you spend time actually playing the mode, that structure starts to fall apart. The matchmaking feels random, the point system doesn't reflect performance, and reaching the highest rank gives you nothing. No leaderboard, no sense of competition, not even a reason to keep playing. What should have been Fortnite's most competitive mode feels like a placeholder, and in this video I'm going to go over a breakdown of why Ranked as a system is failing, and how Fortnite could actually fix it, not by starting over, but by learning from what is already done right. Fortnite has always been built on high skill plays, fast decisions, and calculated aggression. But Ranked doesn't reward those things, it encourages caution over confidence and passivity over mechanics. The point system gives far too much value to placement and barely acknowledges eliminations. Imagine this, you can win your drop spot, play smart through the mid game, and still lose progress just because you didn't make it into the top 25 players. Meanwhile, players who take zero risks and who avoid fights, stay on dead side, and crouch their way through the game are climbing. Ranked mode turns Fortnite into a game of waiting and not playing. That isn't competitive, that's defensive survival disguised as skill. The matchmaking system in Ranked creates another layer of confusion. Queue times get longer as you rank up, but the matches don't get better. Diamond level players get placed in lobbies with unreal tier opponents or teammates who will barely build. In duos, there's zero consistency whatsoever. You can go from a strong coordinated team to a random with zero mic and no awareness, all in back-to-back games. Input types aren't separated either. That means that console players are regularly matched with keyboard players on high refresh setups, creating unfair fights that the system doesn't account for. To put it simply, in a ranked environment, every variable matters. Fortnite's matchmaking right now feels like it ignores most of those variables. Then there's the grind, or rather the lack of reward for it. Let's say you put in the time, you push through bronze, climb past platinum, and finally hit unreal. So what happens? Nothing whatsoever. There's no new matchmaking tier, no cosmetic reward, no end of season banner, trail, or title. You're just placed on a leaderboard that you can't even see. There's no feedback, no incentive to keep pushing, and no recognition for reaching the top of the ladder. Other games make hitting the highest rank feel like an accomplishment. Whether it's Overwatch and you reaching top 500, knowing that you're ranked in the top 500 players of the region, and being able to compete on the highest level of esports due to you making that rank. Or it being something as simple as Clash Royale and climbing up arenas specifically and integrating the ranked game mode into the standard issue of play. All things considered, Fortnite makes it feel like a dead end. When looking at this ranked ladder, basically once you hit the max rank for Fortnite, it makes it feel like a dead end. Now it's not like Fortnite has never done competitive game modes right. Arena mode, especially in its prime, offered a clean, skill-based system. You earned points through good decision making, solid mechanics, and smart rotations as well. The point system was clear, and the matchmaking got tougher as you climbed. Then there were the World Cup qualifiers. They were brutal, but they were honest. Every match mattered, and you saw real-time leaderboards, knew exactly where you stood, and could track your performance in a meaningful way. Both of those formats worked because they gave players feedback and stakes. You could see your progress, you could feel yourself improving. So Fortnite has already built the foundation for a great ranked experience. The problem is, Ranked ignored most of it. So what would it take for Ranked mode to actually work? Not just function, but feel worth playing. First, the point system needs to change. Eliminations should scale by difficulty, give more value to fighting good players, less to sitting back and waiting. Placement still matters, but it shouldn't be the only thing that does. Second, matchmaking should be smarter. Solo queue players shouldn't be constantly matched with full comms duos. These things are basic, but they go a long way. Third is that Ranked needs rewards. Cosmetics, banners, titles, even a visible leaderboard. Something that shows that you've earned your spot and gives you a reason to hold it. And finally, there has to be risk. Without the threat of demotion, Ranked becomes a climb with no cost. Let players fall through the ranks if they're underperforming. Basically, just let ranks mean something beyond a checkpoint. If Fortnite wants Ranked to be taken seriously, it can't stay disconnected from the rest of competitive play. Right now, Ranked and tournaments exist in separate worlds. You can grind to Unreal and it means absolutely nothing when it comes to FNCS, Cash Cups, or qualifiers. But I believe that there's a clear way to integrate the two and make both better in the process. Start with eligibility. Require a minimum rank like Champion or above to enter high-stakes tournaments like FNCS. This ensures a high baseline skill level and filters out unserious players. On top of that, it means adding to the climb of the ranks. Next, connect performance. Tournament seeding could be influenced by ranked performance over time. Not just your placement, but your consistency, average elim to placement ratio, win rate, and even who you're beating. Introduce a seasonal overlap. Use ranked as a proving ground, so the top percentage of Unreal players could receive auto invites to open qualifiers or receive early access to in-game tournaments. Suddenly, ranked has real consequences, and FNCS becomes more than just a one-off grind. Most importantly, make it visible. Leaderboards should reflect crossover between ranked and tournaments. Track ranked win rates during event windows. You can show which players are rising across both ladders, and in turn, this will build storylines between grinders and pros. That's how you grow a competitive scene that lasts. If this is done right, it could be more than a mode. It could become the backbone of Fortnite's entire esports ecosystem. A place where casual players take their first steps into comp and where serious competitors prove they belong. Ranked should be the heartbeat of Fortnite's competitive future, but right now it's barely in rhythm. I believe that the foundation is there, the player base is ready, what's missing is the vision. So the real question isn't just how do we fix ranked, it's what kind of game does Fortnite want to be, because ranked, when done right, doesn't just shape how people play, it shapes what the game stands for. And if Epic decides to build that properly, the next generation of competitive Fortnite won't be found in a qualifier, it'll be found right here in the ranked game mode. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye guys.